Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails in Star Door 6, training Agate-Style. Last time, Rocco decided he was too much of a tough guy to need us, and he completely ditched us, so let's just leave him on his own, and just head back, I guess? It's where we're supposed to go right now, anyway. Oh right, the map's completely jumbled around. Need to not recenter, but put it back up to the top.
6個のやつ大丈夫かね。いくらなんでもここ一人はきついっしょ。
ほっとけよ。一人がいいって言ったのはあいつの方じゃねえか。新手か。
気持ち悪い。なんだこいつ。
And now we have to fight a new enemy here, the Octobone, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say this thing is also immune to Shakedown, so I'm going to focus on using Invigorate instead. So let's show this thing that we actually have the power of friendship on our side, unlike Rocco. I'm tempted to just see if this works, it probably doesn't. Yep, oh no, the defense now still works, that's good. Oh, I forgot about Meteor Storm, okay. Yeah, that's a triple hit attack, which is really, really, really awful. This is kind of guaranteed death if you're not at full health, maybe even if you are at full health. And I've been knocked back really far, so yeah, Dean can't really do much. Uh-oh, he's getting Meteor Stormed again. And it can inflict faints, too. That's why they gave you the Feather Brooch. I believe those big T-Rex enemies can also inflict faints, so... yeah, that is something. Let's get you back up. Oh, please don't. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's the one who currently is protected from faints, so... yeah, but, okay, yeah, Shakedown and then one more hit should be enough to take this thing out, but it might even be too far away to hit because we suck at walking. Because we are the Ravens. And we suck at most things.
やっぱ強え。
あいつ、こんなのがうろついてる中をたった一人で。
なあ、デン。 こいつは意地とか張ってる場合じゃないかもよ。
なあ、レイス。ロッコって弱音を吐いたことってあったか？
ああ、そういや聞いたことねえな。
そうなんだよ。あいつ強がりは言うが、俺らみたいに弱音は吐かねえんだ。なんだかんだで。 いつも俺らの背中を押すのってあいつなんだよな。
確かにそう言われりゃそうね。あいつがいなかったら俺たちそもそも遊撃士なんか目指しちゃいねえしな。
しゃあない。ムカつくやつだが急いで追いかけてやるか。おや。
And so these two have decided to become true bros. It's kind of funny because with the green and red, they're kind of reminding me of Mario and Luigi right now, just like as delinquents. And I mean, they're not actually related or anything, but I mean, I guess everyone's an honorary bro when you're in a delinquent gang, just given how they call each other Aniki, which is a yeah, it's a Japanese way of saying like older brother, but it typically shows up among like Yakuza. Okay, knowing me, this is actually the entrance to the cave and I've gone backwards. Oh no, I think this is forwards. I do want to make sure though, I kinda want to heal myself a little bit. Maybe with some of these tear bombs, because they're pretty crap otherwise. Just because, there is definitely a fight coming up that can be a bit of a pain. Speaking of which, hi there! I don't want to have to use this, but... I was saving that for the end. But I might have to. I just want to get out of this endless loop. Yeah, see, attack food is incredibly overpowered. But yeah, that right there, I hadn't actually saved in a while, and fights like that are why you actually need to save frequently here, because, like, as you can see, some of these fights, like again, are borderline unwinnable if you get into them with only 2 party members. Especially if you get ambushed. The Cryon Bits especially, like they are just... Like, I would rather fight that thing than fight Cryon Bits, because the combination of Cryon Bits being incredibly fast, being able to freeze you, and also being immune to debuffs, it's just almost impossible. Like, I'm starting to realize now why I was dreading this door. Like, this particular segment, it's nearly impossible for these two to handle Cryon Bits on their own. And this is another thing, is that, this is actually, like, I did a test playthrough of this game before I recorded it. I did not do this door in my test playthrough. Because I was like, because my test playthrough was on Nightmare for reasons that we'll get to later on, I was just like, okay, no, I am not putting myself through this door on Nightmare. I have never tried this door on Nightmare, and I really don't want to. Like, when all 3 of the Ravens are together, it's actually kind of fun, but when it's just these 2 and you have to fight Cryon Bits, it's not fun, basically. To be eloquent. Okay, so where am I? If I get into a junction and there's a tear balm at the top of it, I know I'm in the right spot. Except I didn't get a preemptive on this thing, which means it's probably going to use Meteor Storm. No, it's going to use that movie name. Oh, no, there's the Meteor Storm. Well, I mean, at the very least, that does fully heal. Maybe that was a blessing in disguise. And now my health's back down to about where it was before I started the fight. Because the Ravens have, like, no defense at all. I wish some of the chests here gave you armor or, like, better weapons. That might actually be a little bit more of an incentive for actually fighting them. Oh no, yeah, you explode. And do that. Now, I have not let any of them get their art off, but I'm guessing that it's well, I guess we're finding out now! Okay, it does not take you out, but I cannot, I cannot attack with you because the explosion would kill you, so I have to Terra Balm before I finish the enemy. I really don't want to misclick and hit run. Okay, good, that was worth it because we leveled up. So level up, you know what that means? It means we save. I am using so many of my save slots here. Yeah, so right here, if we go straight up and there is a chest... Okay, yeah, I know where I am. Terra Balm, you've stolen my treasure and my heart. Yes, if only that chest was Kana. These guys can dream, right? Okay, you can turn around so I can attack you. Even though I don't really need to fight this thing since I just leveled up, but I'm going to do it anyway. I guess we can try and charge up our CP somewhat. I mean, I probably should be charging everybody up to 200 CP before the end of this place because, you know, the boss. I like how you still get, like, the S-Craft sound effect when you get 100 CP, even though you don't have an S-Craft. It's just kind of weird like that. Okay, I'm assuming that, yeah, this is the end of this part of the cave. And if we go any further, there's a Cryon Bit! Ugh! Oh, if that had frozen there, I may have been screwed. I don't even know if I should save after that. I don't think there's, like, much chance I could have dodged that.
おいで、あそこにいるのって。
あのバカ野郎
Hey, he has a lighter! That's cheating!
くそ、動けねえ。ちくしょう、ここでくたばっちまうのか。
You'd think Agate would not be okay with letting these people die in one of his training sessions. I mean, you'd think that that would get him into trouble with the Bracer Guild.
ロッコまずいどうやら凍結状態に陥ってるみてえだレイス頼む
はいよ
I mean, why couldn't you do that in normal gameplay?
動けるぞ
みっともね
遅れてすまねえなお前ら一体何しに来た何って助けに来たに決まってんじゃん
話は後だ一緒に反撃するぜ
しゃあねえ
Oh wow, fight with the Salem, that's cool. So, yeah, Master Cryon. The weird thing about this is, it's arguably easier to fight than Cryon Bits, because you can just walk out of the way of its arts, and it also, doesn't have a lot of speed, so we're getting a whole bunch of turns on it. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is probably not gonna work, but I can try. Yep, it doesn't work. Okay then, let's just whack it. That's really all we can do. I mean, it has a lot of health and defense, but it's not very fast, and we can just walk out of the way of its arts, like I was saying, so yeah. Oh, this is a good song. Even though, like, I'm not a huge fan of, like, a lot of the Evo remixes, but the Evo remix of this is really good, too. Yeah, and the only way that it can actually do damage is with this, so as long as you just keep walking out of the area, it can't really touch you. So, yeah, the Master Cryon is, ironically way weaker than its minions. Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say, stacks on Cryon Bits. Just destroy them badly. But I do want to Soul Infusion Dean so he doesn't get wrecked. At least he still has his lighter. Oh no, not more of them. I mean, at this point, some of the Ravens would say, finally, a real challenge, but I say no. Go away, Cryon Bits, no one wants you. If we may even reach 200 CP this fight, or that could happen. Oh, so here's the other thing about this, is that, like, using a healing item is gonna put me out of the area of the boss's attack anyway. And in fact, I think you're walking up to hit... No, I'm still in range. That's... dang it. Yeah, I need to heal. No, actually, no, he has full health. I can probably afford to leave him in range of that. Let's just whack this thing. Oh, of course, you went for him. And now I have to spend 50 of my CP reviving, so I'm probably not going to be able to use No Mercy. Yep, let's just get you back. But I mean, at least Cryon Bits are way easier now that we have 3 party members. And now it's just down to the Master again, so let's just smack him around. Yeah, I'm really glad that Diamond Dust is, like, targeting a specific point on the ground as opposed to an enemy, because normally the ones that target a specific point on the ground are better for you, because it makes it much easier to hit multiple enemies, and, like, you're not screwed over if you choose to target a specific enemy and that one dies, and then it redirects into something that's far away from everything else, or the enemy moves and it's far away from everything else. But here, it's great, because if it was targeted at an enemy, it would mean that somebody would be guaranteed to get hit by it, but not in this case. Goodbye, Cryon. I still think Master Cryon sounds like the name of like an action figure.
なんとか間に合ってよかったぜ。
まったくロッコちゃんも無茶するね。っていうかお前ら、なんでわざわざ追ってきた？お前らが来なくたって、俺は一人でも。バカ野郎！いつまでも意地ばっか張ってんじゃねえよ。そうやって強がりばっか言った結果があのざまだ。お前だって本当は分かってんじゃねえのか。なんだと？いや、俺が怒るのも筋違いか。すまん、ロッコ。一人で行けたなんて言い過ぎちまったな。さっきはああ言ったが、俺たちが遊撃士を目指すのはただお前に言われたからじゃねえ。なんせあの地獄の特訓を乗り越えたんだ。本気じゃないわけがねえからな。そうだぜロッコちゃん、俺たちだってマジなのよ。アガットの兄貴に追いつかなきゃって焦る気持ちもわかるがよ。せっかくこうして3人いるんだ。もう少し俺らのことを頼ってくれてもいいんじゃねえか。ったく、ここまで言われてざまあねえな。俺だってバカじゃねえ。自分の実力は分かってる。で、お前の言う通り俺は焦ってたのかもしれねえ。ロッコ、めったくそにやられて自分の不甲斐なさを嫌ってほど思い知ったぜ。ここを突破するにはやっぱお前らの力が必要だ。すまねえ。で、レイス、また仲間に入れてもらっていいかよ。
I'm sorry, but I just think one of those overly literal fan subs would have translated that line literally as, "Would you let me be your nakama again?"
バカ野郎、そんなのいいに決まってんじゃねえか。てめえら二人して臭いんだっての。ここらで仲直りのキッスでも交わしとくか。
Okay, that's literally the same in Japanese, though.
うるせえ。っていうかレイス、あの時のあれはねえだろ。
I was gonna say, though, I'm sure there's fan fiction of it somewhere.
凍結状態にはキュリアの薬か怪盗回路って相場が決まってんだ。まったく俺を殺す気か。まあ終わりよければ全てよしっしょ。ただま、何にせよ助かったぜ。ありがとうよ。ロッコちゃん、もしかして俺とキスを交わしたりとか。一生言ってろ。冗談だって。それじゃそろそろ先に進むとするか。おら。
Yeah, like, I will say I'm enjoying this door a lot more than I expected to, partly because, like, I actually think the voice acting in this one is really, really good. Like, it's very on point, and it makes me like these characters a lot more than I would before. Like, the Ravens in general, like, they're not really the most popular characters in the Sky games, and a lot of people were actually kind of annoyed they got their own door. They're like, oh, come on, couldn't you have a door focused on, like, Kurt or something? Like, you know, or even Kana or some of the other braces? They probably need development more. Like, a lot of people, like, again, thought this was a little bit of a waste, but... Reviving Balm? Unfortunately, what you stole from me won't help relieve you of your kleptomaniac issues. Okay, I'll say that after I get this one. Zerum Powder, okay, that's actually very good. Thanks for lifting that guilt off of me. And... Tirabalm. Excuse me, I got lost. Can you take me with you? Huh, that reminds me of that chest in not Link's Awakening, Link to the Past that just follows you for no apparent reason. And you have to take it to that thief in the light world to open it. But yeah, like, and this is, like, this story is technically more like comic relief, but, I feel like, yeah, comic relief is one of those cases where voice acting can make or break it, and you might not like the Ravens that much if it's just, like, pure text, but the voice acting, I think, actually makes a lot of their dialogue genuinely funny, and also kind of heartfelt at the same time, like, in their serious moments. I'm really not minding this. And that's surprising, because I went into this door expecting to be hating every moment of it. I only hated the part where, you have to go through the part with two of them alone. So one of us has a full, load of CP, and that's going to be pretty useful. I guess I can give you the other Anarchy Soup. I need to, get everyone fully healed before we progress. How much CP do you have right now, Rocco? Actually, 2 ice creams is gonna top him off. It'll mean, though, that I have none for the fight, which could be an issue. See, I'm actually wondering whether I should even try for No Mercy here. I probably shouldn't, because I am probably gonna need that CP to buff, debuff, and revive. Okay. We have the power of friendship on our side. The Ravens have learned the real superpower of teamwork. Will that be enough to take down the Heavy Blade himself? Well, I mean, this used to be where a dragon lived, so it makes sense.
Yo, ここまでの過程は全部見させてもらったぜ。まさか途中でばらけちまうとは思わなかったけどな。
それは兄貴がこんな場所を選ぶからだろう。もっと簡単な場所だったらあんなことにはならなかったさ。
だからこそこの場所を選んだんじゃないか。困難な状況に陥った時、てめえらがどういう行動に出るか、それを見るのが目的だったからな。
Got exactly what you wanted. You mean Rocco almost dying? Yeah, I feel like Agate probably would have stepped in and saved him if it ever got to that.
勝手なことを言ってくれるぜ。お前らの戦闘に関する腕前は認めてやる。それこそすでに波の準遊撃士以上だろうな。
俺たちが？
波の準遊撃士以上？あくまで戦闘の実力はだ。が、遊撃士の仕事ってのはそれだけじゃ務まらねえ。その意味で今回はいいものを見せてもらったぜ。くだらねえことを考えやがるぜ。だがまだまだ判断材料が足りねえ。てめえらが本当に遊撃士としてやってけるかどうか。最後はこの銃剣に聞いてやる。
はあ、やっぱり最後はこうなのね。
まあ予想通りってことで。ああ、俺らの全てを叩きつけてやろうぜ。それじゃあ。
Okay, we're facing Agate himself, and oh yeah, that's gonna knock us all over the field. Yeah, so Agate is, he is pretty tough, and he's got a lot of HP for us to take down. Wow, oh yeah, that just shows just how strong debuffs are in general in terms of the Sky Games damage formula. Okay, he didn't go for Dragoon Edge immediately that time, which is good. And I learned from an earlier attempt that you actually have to use Shakedown, because otherwise he takes 0 damage. And the frustrating thing that just happened there is that Shakedown can miss, which I didn't know before this fight. Okay, so already this is not going well. I've also realized, don't even bother with No Mercy. Unless his health is really low, it's not worth it at all. You want to save your CP for healing and debuffing, not for using that move. And because you can't even get to him, I'm going to try and see if I can apply the debuff again. Yeah, Dragoon Edge is, yeah, that hurts quite a lot. I'm gonna have you use the Soul Infusion. Because you don't have the CP to use anything else, so you're gonna be the one to actually attack. And then Soul Infusion. I think the key to this fight is just being patient. That still delays, which is incredibly frustrating. And yeah, just focus on healing. You can do damage to him at any time, but if you all go down, obviously it's all over. So, yeah. Oh, I hate when he gets a double turn. Okay, no S-Craft there, though. Again, I think I have to be patient here. Although I want to Soul Infusion you because, like, this is really, like, the name of the game is not losing your CP. Once you start losing your CP, then you get into very dangerous territory. And that's why I still think that, that No Mercy is a bad idea. Okay, please. Okay, good. His debuff hasn't worn off yet. Let's hit him. Dragoon Edge again. He has a lot of area attacks, but you can't really avoid getting bunched up in this fight, because your attacks are just so short-ranged, and in order to heal each other, you have to get close to each other. So, like, again, there's really no way that you can avoid being like this, and perfect prey for his area attacks. Again, don't get greedy, just be patient and keep healing. But now I have to shake down. Oh, this could be bad. Okay, he's down to below half. Okay, oh, I missed. Okay, so Rocco was in the area, but he, got lucky and dodged it. Okay, his defense is still down. Let's hit him while we can. Okay, right. Oh, you don't have any... Okay, gotta hit him here. Yeah, this is the fight that I was wanting to save my attack food for. Zerum Powder, no, I want to save that for when someone actually gets taken out. He has not used his S-Craft yet, which is incredibly strange. Feels like he's taking mercy on me. I was about to say now might be a good time to use No Mercy, but, well, I can't do that because it requires 200 CP. I guess I can... No, I can't even Embolden. Right, don't think I can get close enough to use a Zerum Powder either, so in that case, can't Soul Infusion, so I have to go for another Shakedown. Okay, yeah, I just need to hit you now. Okay, he's getting close to being down. I don't know if a hit from Rocco might do it. He is lower level though, so no, I'm going to Embolden instead just to be safe. Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Okay, right. Missed though, which is good. And he's very close, and I am out of range. Because, yeah, that's not necessary. Yeah, there's not a whole lot that I can actually do of consequence here. Oh, I was gonna have him tier bomb himself, but I pressed the wrong, thing. Oh, and his debuff just wore off. If I actually fail this late when I only need one more hit, that would really suck. But okay, Zerum Powder, because why not use this? Your items will not carry over after this door is over. He is really not using his S-Craft. That is really weird. It's thankfully not... Oh, of course. I had a feeling his debuff was going to wear off. I should have just hit him, but yeah. Yeah, it's not Dragon Dive, thankfully. It's only single target, but it still does an enormous amount of damage. It's not quite a one-shot if you're at full health, but it still hurts a lot. There we go, okay. And we all get... Okay, I forgot that you got that much experience. They went up like 8 levels. That's kind of like again, like for the comic relief door, that's kind of a nice way to use gameplay for comedy. Like the fact that you get like the experience. I don't even know if that's the experience cap, but like you get that much experience and they go up like 8 levels from doing that.
ついに兄貴をマジでやったのかなるほどここまでやるようになったかってありゃあっさりなのねだと思ったぜそんなにがっかりすることはねこの俺に膝をつかせたんだもっと自信持っていいぜとまあこれで今のお前らの実力が分かった早速この場で試験の総括をしてやら
総括ってことは
I'm half expecting us to get a Trails of Cold Steel style end of chapter screen with like all of the BP we're getting.
試験の結果ってやついよいよかまずはディン
俺から
てめえはなかなか判断力に長けてるようだだがいまいち臆病というか慎重になりすぎる感があるな次にレイスうっすてめえはどうやら直感力に優れるようだだが軽率とも取れる行動が少々目に余るな最後に6個てめえの負けん気の強さとその行動力は認めるがまだまだ冷静な判断が足りねえそんなんじゃいくつ命があっても足りねえだろう
I was just thinking about it throughout this whole door, and I kind of realized that as far as like 5-man band tropes go, we've got Rocco is the big guy, Dean is the smart guy, and Race is the heart.
はっきり言って、てめえらはまだまだ半人前だ。正直なところ、見ていて危なっかしいぜ。
悔しいが。
もっともって感じか。出直しか。と、ここまでがお前ら個人に対する評価だ。が、てめえら3人が集まった場合は、違う評価になる。え？は？なんだと？最後の魔獣との戦い、あれを見てやっと安心したぜ。まあ、3人集まって協力すりゃ、なんとか一人前ってとこか。というわけで、条件付きで合格にしてやる。
合格。でも、条件って。
ああ。お前らには常に3人一緒に仕事をしてもらう。そうだな。少なくとも声優劇士になるまではな。ジャンにもそのように仕事を回すよう手配しておく。3人で仕事だと？ああ、3人で経験を積んで とにかく心構えを磨け。そうすりゃいつか単独でも行動できるようになる。なるほどな。
ちょっと情けない気もするが。
まあ不合格よかマシでしょ。
まあせいぜい精進しやがれ。さてと、お前らの獲物はスタンロッドだったな。合格祝いだ。これからボスの武具屋で新しいの買ってやるよ。
合格祝い？
兄貴が俺たちに？
気持ち悪いな。だからてめえら俺を何だと思ってやがる。血も涙もない鬼や悪魔じゃねえんだぜ。よく言うぜ。
でも確かにあのジョーちゃんには優しいよな。ティータちゃんって言ったっけ？
ああ、
おいレイス、そいつは禁句だろ。
そうでした。
お前らの望みは分かった。ちょっとでも甘い顔を見せた俺がバカだったぜ。言わんこっちゃねえ。これから洞窟の出口までマラソンだ。ちょっとでも遅れやがったらこの銃剣でぶった切るからな。
おいロッコ、持久力じゃお前が一番だ。兄貴に追いつかれないよう先導は頼んだぞ。
言われなくてもそのつもりだ。
最後はやっぱりこうなるのね。
ほらさっさと行けやれ。
And then there was a wacky chase scene. So that's the end of that side story. More of its own, like, mini dungeon, and for that we get Super Gladiator Headband. I would do a Mario sound, but I'm not Charles Martinet. But yes, Super Gladiator Headband is actually a decent item. I remember when I was checking, like, a guide for, like, some of the harder bosses on Nightmare, and it was like, oh, you can use the Super Gladiator Headband for this. I was like, wait, you can get that this early? And then I looked up, and I was like, it's the reward for Stardoor 9, and then I was like, oh, that explains why I don't have it. But, yeah. I think its CP recovery rate is a little bit higher than the regular Gladiator Headband, though I'm not sure, but plus 25 strength is pretty good as well. And that's not like an auto CP recovery, it means that you recover CP, like the more, like when you get hit or when you do damage, you get more CP. So, that's that door done. And I suppose while I'm here I can give my thoughts on that door. So I already really talked a lot about my thoughts on that door. I actually like it a lot more than I thought, but the main downside I have with it is you really do not want to get into many fights when it's just Dean and Race alone, especially against Crown Bits, because I feel like their speed's a little bit too high. I don't think it's balanced that well. They get way too many turns, and it can be almost unwinnable depending on how often they attack and who they choose to attack. But other than that, it's honestly kind of fun getting to play around with 3 characters who can't use arts and have to rely entirely on crafts for everything, and are just kind of weak overall and have to rely on specific things like debuffs, and it's actually a pretty interesting gameplay challenge. And Agate at the end is a fairly tough boss fight, but I don't know why he just decided not to use any of his S-crafts in my actual successful attempt. You'll see that in the outtakes, trust me. And yeah, I pretty much said my piece on the Ravens. Like, a lot of people feel like that, yeah, they really shouldn't have got their own door, because, spoilers, as far as I'm aware, they did not appear in any future games in the series as full-fledged braces, which is kind of a shame, honestly, because I feel like they could have used a little bit of development. I like the idea that as a team they cover each other's weaknesses, and we did get at least a little bit of character development for them in that one. But that's, yeah, really all I can say about that door. It's one that I went into it expecting a bad time, and I actually liked it more than I expected to. So, next time, not in the file menu, next time we're going to go, I already have the characters I need for this, and after those 2 very intense doors, we're going to be having a bit of a breather with some incredibly sweet, wholesome Estelle and Joshua flashbacks. So, next part, it's going to be the moon door of OTPs. Definitely look forward to that one. It's going to be the perfect break after both of those doors. So, I'll see you all then. Who doesn't have the lighter? I'm probably going to end up finding out sooner than I would like to. Well, he has it, so I'm glad they're going for him. This is probably going to be one of our toughest fights. Yeah, fighting these things with only 2 party members is, and when those 2 party members are ravens is... Yep, that is something that can happen. Oh no, oh no. I may actually be dead here. Yep. Okay, you are the one that resists that, but, yeah. Fighting these things with only 2 party members, when said 2 party members are both ravens, is not good. Yeah, like, you can see now why I recommend saving very, very frequently in this door, because some fights can actually get borderline unwinnable if you run into them unprepared. Like, holy frig, these things are fast. Guess I can try and give myself some more speed. Of course, the guy who has speed gets frozen. Ugh, wow. That was just straight up 0 to death, wasn't it? Right, are you in range for... Oh yeah, you're the one who has the movement boost, so maybe you should be the one to do this. Okay, that did a decent chunk of health. Oh, crap, he lost all of his CP. That's really bad. Huh, while his defense debuff, like, a couple of basic attacks does about as much as No Mercy, so really that's not that worth it. Oh, yeah, he has his S-Crafts, too. At least he's not using Dragon Dive. Oh, wow. Yeah! Oh, that's delay, isn't it? Yeah, it's delay. And he's lost his... Wow! Oh, yeah, that just shows just how strong debuffs are in general in terms of the Sky Games damage formula. Really? Okay, at least you can survive that. I don't want to give up this early, but I feel like I might be close to losing this. Let's get your health back up. Oh no, we're all perfect. At least that's single target, so that's good. But I'm out of revival items now. And you don't have any... Oh, wow. You're pretty much useless right now, because you can't do anything without, Shakedown, and... Oh, please. That can miss? Oh, really? Okay, then. Dragoon Edge. And I don't have enough to... I think this might be a lost cause. Yep, I'm definitely done.